right, hi kids. So today we're going to continue on with our measurement, and we talked about an inch and a foot. That was this, and then we did the yard. So here was our yard. And then I introduced the metric system to you, and I turned our ruler over to the centimeter side, and we said that our little pinky was a centimeter. So today we are going to add our final, well actually there's going to be two we're going to talk about. So today we're going to talk about a meter. Now a meter looks like a yard, kind of, but I'm going to show you the difference in it. So if you look right here at the bottom, our yard is shorter than a meter. Very similar, but a yard is 36 inches and a meter is 39 inches. Or if I turn it over, it has the centimeters on the back. And the centimeters, a meter is 100 centimeters. 100 of these. So when you use a centimeter and a meter, if I was going to measure the door, I certainly would not want to measure the door using my centimeters and going up and down. So that's why we have a larger unit of measurement, which is the yardstick. So we can take a yardstick and we can measure things that are long, tall, or wide using a meter stick. So a meter is 39 inches, a yard is 36 inches, and a meter is 100 centimeters. So we can still, with our hands, if we do an inch, a centimeter, a foot, a yard, and then we can go a little bit farther and go a meter. So we want to add that distance onto that. So look around your house for any measuring tools that you can go around. If you have a yardstick or a meter stick, then you can go around and measure your windows and your doors and see how tall they are. Now we had talked about this. Can you remember what we call this? This is a tape measure. Now some of you were talking about what we would use a tape measure for. Well, sometimes we need to measure maybe our waist. So if we put it around our waist and we measure, it actually bends and folds. Sometimes if somebody had a hat and they needed to measure their head, they could use a tape measure and they could measure their head. So that way they would know what size of a hat to be able to put on their head. So a tape measure is definitely easier to measure with on body parts than it is with a meter stick. So we have a tape measure, and also on the back of the tape measure, we have centimeters. And on one side, we have inches. So it has both on them. So let's review really quick. Inch, foot, centimeter, yard, meter. So hopefully you can go around and look for some measuring tools in your home. Your dad might even have a tape measure, or your mom, whoever, maybe might have a tape measure that it pulls out and snaps back when you measure wood things with those, or you could measure the whole length of your house with one of those tape measures as well. So I hope you have fun with our units of measurement. Thanks.